Hey guys, it's Sarah's Night back again with Let's Play Fatal Frame 3, and I believe this is part 13, so um, it's probably been at least 2 weeks since I last got on this, and I have a vague memory of playing as Kay last, and I think Ray just woke up from sharing his dream, so let's get on with the usual business of developing photos and talking with Miku and stuff like that. And I guess y'all could hear that just now. Apparently Miku is in a trance again singing that, Sleep Priestess song. Either that or little ghost children are in my house singing it. But I don't know if you could really hear it without turning it up to where the sound of my voice is actually blasting in your eardrums. Oh, yep, it is Miku. And apparently the hand of death is upon her. What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? I think we've only played as Miku like twice, and already it feels like something's, coming to a head here with her. I think the dreams are beginning to draw her in even more than they are Ray. Because, as you see here, Miku is feeling guilt over leaving her brother, back in Himuro Mansion in the first game when, he volunteered to stay behind so that evil force or whatever it was, I can't even remember, would be unleashed. And of course she's exhibiting characteristics of that survivor's guilt, I guess. So let's hope everything turns out okay for Ray, Miku, and Kay here, but apparently it's becoming particularly hard on my little roommate here. Let's see. I believe we have photos to develop. Oop. I didn't even notice. Is it still the middle of the night, or is it morning again? I mean, Ray is still in her nightgown, so... Oh, no film to develop. Okay. I guess I missed something during Kay's dream. Everything's normal in the bathroom. I gotta ask, was it really necessary to have 2 different shower scenes with Ray in this game? I know that's pretty much like the only fan service of any sort, but come on. Anything else?
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
God, you're giving her work to do right now. Can't you see she's kind of not in a very...
I see, but Ray, I'm nervous.
Nervous? You look like you're losing your mind already. I could swear, I guess I missed it, but I could swear that at one point there was like a pair of feet underneath this little... Yeah, this storage space under the stairs. I never could, get a picture of it in time. They always seem to disappear when I try to move into a shot, to an angle where I could actually take a picture of them. Okay, well, according to the walkthrough, that's all there is to this. And yeah, it looks like it's still nighttime. And no need to save. Come on. Who's this? Oh. Somebody else that Miku's just staring at. I guess when we last left off, she was fighting the Himuro family head. Or the Himuro family? I can't even remember. Whatever her name was. The one with 1,000 hands. Like the evil old lady. In fact, she's speaking to me right now, threatening. And if she shows back up, I'll just exercise her ass with the camera obscura again. Okay, so yeah, there's the nightly herbal medicine, and apparently there's a ghost sighting up here we can do right quick. Yep, there he goes, and I missed him. It was kind of hard to see there. And obviously there's something of importance up here I need to photograph. Is it? Oh, and by the way, guys, for like the 10 or so of you who watch, I do apologize for not getting back on this last weekend. I actually chose to go out of town to hang out with Lantis instead. During that time, we finished a very good PlayStation 1 RPG. I don't suppose it's so well known, called Tales of Destiny 2, and in Japan it's known as Tales of Eternia. So it's much like Tales of Destiny 1. Fighting style, character development, that kind of thing, graphics. Except it's just even better. So, yeah, I do recommend checking it out if you're an old school RPG fan. And now, let's go back to. Oh, even though we're not past the shrine doors yet in the garden corridor, apparently that evil miasma that was let loose when Ray first opened the door, apparently that, went into the rest of the mansion, so the purifying candle still applies here. If I take too long, well, that grainy screen effect is going to happen. Missed something. What the hell is this? Oh, I don't think it was a ghost. It was just... everything's becoming weird. Actually, I think I just pressed the wrong button. I think this has to do with Miku's, one of her special abilities. What that is, I don't even remember. Anyway, let's just continue on. Okay, and there looks to be a shiny item over this way. Oop. Come on. Grab it. Oh, it's around the side. I have no depth perception. By the way, if you're a complete idiot with the storyline of Fatal Frame like I am, just try looking up list of Fatal Frame characters on Wikipedia. I did that after I finished up with the last episode, and, well... Okay, what was that about? Oh, anyway, yeah, if you just look that up, the Fatal Frame characters on Wikipedia, there's actually explanations on each of them that helped me to understand how the three games tie together, everything that happens in them, and I just totally missed it. Like, for instance, the main reason Miku imagined seeing her mother, like seeing her mother reenact her hanging suicide in the first game, well, that was because it actually kind of runs in the family. The dude, the ghost, I can't remember his name, that kept recurring in the first game, that would run around calling out for Mikoto, his daughter, I believe, and Yae, his wife. Well, that's actually he's actually like Miku's great grandfather or something, and Yae is her great grandmother who enacted suicide by hanging. And, well, I guess that special power to see ghosts, it was kind of the reason why Miku's own mother, hung herself, and that power is also passed on to Miku. And where am I going? God, I can't even remember how to get up the daggum stairs. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. I'm sitting here wasting time. And that candle is about to go out. Oh, the door was right in front of my face. I was looking at the wrong part of the wall. Oh, man. Okay. Let's just go ahead and save in the kimono room over here. And that candle did not last very long. That was kind of a rip-off. Well, better be careful. Except I can't. There's a ghost in here, and yeah, I can't save. Another example of me just totally being clueless as to the indications, that of how the three, the three Fatal Frame games and their characters therein are tied together. That little girl in the Takagawa mansion that was so scared of the dark. I think her name was Chizuru, maybe. I can't remember, but the one who was so scared of the dark, and that was actually, a form of attack whenever I fought her repeatedly, was she would scream, and suddenly the, darkness would close in around me, and I would have to spend time running away from her for a while because I couldn't see anything. But yeah, she was actually like the younger sister of the two twins, Mitsuki and Itsuki. If you remember Itsuki, he was the little boy who mistook... Oh, hi. He was the little boy trapped in the storeroom. Well, he was in prison there during his, during the actual time that he lived by the villagers, because he helped two girls, Yae and Sai, escape the village, so they wouldn't have to do the ritual and stuff like that. And he kept mistaking Mio for Yae. Yes, Yae. So yeah, actually they were related, and it just never occurred to me that they're, both but the little girls and the twins' last names were Takagewa, therefore they're kind of sort of related. And wow, I could not be in a worse position right now. Not to mention that my camera doesn't seem to be working. Okay, can I just go back inside? Yeah, I can't talk and play properly at the same time. I apologize. I was just wandering around while, babbling on. Okay, so that little girl I just took a picture of. Commandment tone. The chosen maiden is put into the boat of passing. I was about to say book of passing, I think. The boat sways as it is sent to the Kuze shrine. The living flesh is cut, the tattoos etched in, paint of the holly shall be sealed within her. All her love shall be interred into a mirror. Then she must break, shatter herself. Her attachment to this world must be broken. The piercing of the soul thus concludes. Impale her with the stake of tattoos. The rite of commandment must be conducted. Sleeping undisturbed for eternity, dreaming the endless dream of the rift. Well, that's far from being undisturbed. Enclosed, entombed in her chamber of thorns, she shall continue to feel the pain of the holly for all time. Again, that's... Oh, purifying light. Yay! Okay, so it turns out going out into the roof was just a stupid idea because Miku can't even make it across like Kay did. Light shine strong, all darkness be gone, or something. Oh, there was a ladder up there. Sorry. At least I think there was. Oh, reading the wrong part of the walkthrough, sorry. Let's go all the way back to the library. The library where, back in... up above the blind room. Not this library. For some reason, this place is just called the bookstore room. Sure, whatever. I like to think that's kind of what a library is. By the way, did I miss anything in the twins' room? I just sort of ran on through because Needlewoman was attacking. I guess that's the big thing with having your purifying candle go out is because Needlewoman just shows up more frequently in the darkness. And goody, I think Ropeman's here. And ow. Yeah, I didn't even know this either. Ropeman was actually that folklorist who... I can't even remember his name. The dude who was investigating, the rituals of the village in Fatal Frame 2, and then, villagers captured him because he knew too much or whatever, and tortured him, killed him, and right along with... I thought at first he was just like a manifestation of the malevolent force that Sai was feeling in her vengeance streak, but no, he was actually like a separate person. That was like him. He was that folklorist guy. Wait a minute, what's this up here? Oh, that's the way back into... Sorry. I thought that was another side of the shrine courtyard I hadn't even explored yet. Now we can save. Well, before I go running around again aimlessly and end up getting my... Okay, yeah, that's the way back to the blind room. Really don't want to waste that candle. Even if enemies didn't show up more frequently or anything as a result of the candle running out, that grainy effect is just so annoying. Okay, so, that commandment tome we found... Okay, nothing in there. That tome we found in the bookstore room, we put in a bookshelf back here, apparently. There we go. Well, I guess, might as well pick it up. Not sure if I'm going to be coming back through here. By the way, wasn't this the... Yep. I don't know why I need to put a shelf back... put a book back in that shelf in order to make the... Oh, boy. That was the same ghost that appeared for Kay. But yeah, I mean, Kay was able to come up here with no problem. Why did I have to, like, solve a bookshelf puzzle in order to make the way open back up? Oh, hi. I might have known that would piss you off, taking your picture. And I think I just went back the other way. Oh, wow. I'm so bad at this game. I promise you guys, if it wasn't for my personal conviction to lay off of the Resident Evil series entirely because I played it so many times, it was clearly an obsession. You would see me actually kick a lot more ass in survival horror, but I was like the king of a few particular Resident Evil installments back in the day. But Fatal Frame, as much as I like it, I can't seem to ever... Mirror of Loss, what's this? Important item, I'd say. And probably a diary left most likely behind by, what's her name again? The Tattooed Priestess? Okay. My father, my mother, my brother, everyone has gone to the other side. I've been left all by myself, just like that time when I couldn't go with Kaname. An escort came from the Kuze shrine. Those who know the pain of the loss of loved ones become priestesses, and by surrendering their flesh can save many people who know the same pain. Ah, self-sacrificing, eh? But once you become a priestess and have the pain of the holly engraved in you, you can't leave the shrine. The entire village is gone. Father, mother, my brother, everyone. I am the sole survivor and there is nothing left for me. If it's decided that I can never see them again, then that means I can sleep for all eternity. I can save others with the same pain. Well, Either that bar on the door was in the way of me taking a proper picture, or I just couldn't actually do it. And did this door just appear because I picked up that book? I could swear that was a wall earlier. Okay. Well, we're back in the kimono room. And apparently a ghost is supposed to appear right here. Might as well just turn around and walk backwards down the stairs with my camera raised in order to make sure I catch her. Is it just me, or does the layout of the kimono room keep changing? And apparently, back to the garden corridor. Dr. Pepper. Good stuff. Well, if the game didn't jerk around so much because I'm playing it through video capture here, I could have caught them. Seems like every picture I've been taking lately is of the little priest handmaidens or whatever they are who like to... What? There they are again. I guess they really like getting attention from Miku. Who would have thought ghosts can be so self-centered? I know that was a terrible joke. Okay, so now we're going back into the engraving shrine where Kay fought the two needle women earlier. I'm not sure whether they're officially called Needle Woman or Crimson Nail Woman. I've heard both, so... Hey, is that the Kuze head? Oh, hey. Back off, lady. There she is. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I am going to have to... I'm going to have to look up a strategy here. Because if you recall, she kind of gave me a hard time earlier. And wow, I do not have a lot of good film here. Let's take a look at my camera capabilities. I didn't know I had an ability that slows ghosts that's actually called stone instead of slow. I doubt it would really help me against this woman. I believe her main form of attack is where she just kind of stands still for a moment before she actually shoots her hands out at you, which really isn't going to help because she herself is not very fast. I just have to know to step out of the way when she stops. Okay, well, here goes nothing. And I just accidentally released that. I guess that was the stone ability right there where everything gets really slow. Okay, let's just take this nice and slow and we'll get through it. Oh, the Kuze family head, that's who she was, sorry. Not Himuro. Fatal frame. Maybe. No, shutter chance. Good enough. Did I miss it? Yep. She just moved right as I... And there's all my... Why do I keep doing that? I keep pressing circle to raise the camera because it was that way in an earlier game. Okay. Back to Type 14. Well, so far I don't seem to be having a hard time, so... I guess it's... I did it again. I think I just caught her in a fatal frame. Sweet. Well, if I do say so myself, I managed to do quite well. I don't even think I took a hit. Okay, well... Purifying candle's almost going out, too. Apparently there are some items in here, so... looks like there's Type 90 film back here. Well, I guess I gotta go around to the other side, okay. I like how the picture of the, you know, the candle icon at the bottom left of the screen. Hey, I thought it was Type 90. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, well, how do I get in there? Anyway, the icon of the candle at the bottom of the screen, it like lingers there when it gets close to going out, just like intimidating you. Like saying, oh, it's about to happen. How do I get behind this screen? Oh, actually, maybe putting the Mirror of Loss here is precisely what opens it, SK. Did you ever think about that? Oh, and also, I believe I left a purifying candle upstairs. If you go up the ladder here. So let's grab that before Crimson Nail Woman starts showing up. And also, I believe I left a stone mirror up here, so... I do believe Miku could use that. Well, I don't know, she has 5 herbal medicines. That's almost 2 full lives, so to speak. So maybe I should leave it for someone else. I'm actually fairly certain that Ray or Kay is going to be back through here at some point. Yeah, I believe I'll leave it. Oh, by the way, guys, I know I do like random promotions of various things I find on YouTube all the time, because that's going to benefit like what, 5 of you or something. But yeah, I just spent most Friday nights, as I usually do after work while relaxing. I'm just, you know, looking up random stuff on YouTube, and I found like this series of videos from this really hilarious black guy who I believe calls himself Weekly Thirst. Either that or that's like the name of his you know, his series of videos that he does. But it's like where he just reviews all the fan service / ecchi anime that he watched for the week. And, you know, it's just so hilarious the way he talks about it. The dude's got no shame, and in a way, you gotta admire him. How he's just so confident in talking about, you know, how much he likes TNA. That's cool in a way. But it's really just funny to listen to. So I guess just try typing in Weekly Thirst anime on YouTube and you'll find out. Another thing I found last night, I hadn't thought about this girl in years at all, but oh, save point just went out, so I think we all know what this means. There is someone down here who wants to fight me. Either that, or maybe the game just felt like being a dick and not allowing me to use the save point. Well, I think we're pretty much at the last area of the house now, although I know the game doesn't end here. Called the Abyss. And oh wow, it's exactly what I feared. Yeah, I need to go back, please. Uh-oh. Oh wow. Yeah, down here at the end of this section of Miku's dream, oh man, you have to fight like 3 priestess girls at once. And of course, yeah, individually they're not that tough, but 3 of them, it really makes it hard. And all I have is, well, I do have a few shots of Type 90, I guess. And you know what? I'm not going to hesitate to use it. I'm pretty sure that this is the biggest challenge in Miku's section of the story, even though I'm pretty sure she has one more dream sequence left in the game, at least after this. But this is pretty much the coup de grace here. And well, there I go with my bumbling again. I was like, why can't I switch over from Type 14? And while I was talking, I didn't even notice that I couldn't do it, so I just went back out of the screen. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. Maybe for those of you who were, you know, teenagers or preteens in the 80s, you might know of a female artist by the name of Debbie Gibson. And wow, I was like, I was born in '84, so you know, she was a big star during the time when I was just a little kid. But even before, it's like before I even discovered what girls were, you know, that they were these fascinating, endearing creatures that men are supposed to be attracted to, I had this huge childish crush on Debbie Gibson. It was like whenever I heard my sister, you know, playing like her music in her room, I would, you know, come up with any excuse, you know, to hang out, you know, with my sister for a while just so I could hear Debbie Gibson's voice. So yeah, that was actually thanks to a Beavis and Butthead cartoon. And wow, I can't believe I just wasted that Type 90 film on taking this non-aggressive ghost shot. But yeah, I actually just thought of that stupid cartoon Beavis and Butthead from the 90s. I was like, well, you know, just because I have no better way to entertain myself right now, let's do it. And here they go. So as I was watching one of their, you know, a Beavis and Butthead episode, you know, those segments which are actually kind of funny. I generally like them, even if the rest of the cartoon is pretty stupid. There's always like a segment or two in every episode where they're just sitting around just, you know, commentating. It's like an early version of, you know, Internet Movie Critics. They're just commentating on why the music video they're watching sucks or not. And there goes another shot wasted. And, you know, one of the music videos I saw last night, you know, on their cartoon is, you know, a Debbie Gibson song. I was like, hey, that's Debbie Gibson. And wow, she's even cuter than I remember. And her music was actually really good. I'm not just saying that just because she was cute. Which she certainly was. Apparently, she was a bigger sweetheart in the 80s than I even remember, because I looked up just general information about her on Google and everything, and apparently that, she was a lot more popular than I even remember. So, yeah, just look her up on YouTube. I wanted to hear a few of her songs again just for nostalgia's sake, and a lot of them were on there, so and I mean way better than female artists of today. Way better. And with 3 girls attacking me at once, ow. Maybe I should have picked up that stone mirror up there, hey? You really cannot get situated and placed long enough to take a picture of any of them. Yep, as soon as that one started heading straight for me. I remember a time, I think in Miku's last stream, where I encountered 2 of them at once, and somehow I just didn't have that hard of a time. But this is bad. This is really, really hard. I'm determined to see this through alive, but if I could just, I don't know, get rid of one of them. But they're all attacking at separate times, so I really can't... Ow! Okay, I'm at least going to take one shot, at long last. And wow, that was all of my Type 90 film. That was pretty much a complete waste. It ain't going to be much better when well, honestly, even if I'm left with Type 14, if I can just get rid of one of them, by the time I run out of Type 61, I think I'll be okay. And surely my candle isn't being used up during this time, since it's inevitably giving me the grainy background. Okay, here we go. Triple shot, I think. Well, double. Good enough. And I think I just backed up into one and somehow she missed me. Oh, I actually already got rid of one of them. How did that happen? Well, lucky me, I guess. I don't think so, lady. Ah! Oh man, they do a lot of damage too. But honestly, I think as long as if I keep moving at all, even in camera mode, when, Miku was slowly backing away or slowly sidestepping something, I should be okay. Unless I literally am backing straight up into, one of the priestesses when they're doing their forward attack, where they're trying to impale you in, like, the stomach instead of the feet. I'm gonna try it anyway. And fatal frame. Oh, that was wow. It even changes like the tone of their voice when it slows down. That's cool. She actually sounded like a much older woman when she passed away. Wait, did ghosts pass away? When you exorcise a ghost, do they get banished entirely, as in like die a second death, or do they simply come back after a while? I mean, if being dead the first time didn't sideline them, honestly, this is probably the best I have ever done in this fight. I mean, generally I get manhandled by these 3 girls, and I really hate to admit that, because they're free little girls with whatever those stakes are made out of. I guess it's just their intent to kill that makes them so dangerous. They really look so happy. And I think I missed. Oh, no I didn't. I have to admit, I'm pretty lucky. I think they had a lot less HP than the normal, you know, battle with them. I guess the game is just trying to be fair since you have to deal with 3 of them at once. Okay, well, let's go on. It's probably not that crucial since I only have 1 shot left. But, you know, just in case, let's go back to type 14. Not waste that 1 last good shot. And Miku is calling for Mafuyu. He told you to.
I'll go with you.
This is not looking good for our heroine. She's pretty much at the end of the house where supposedly that, you know, that rift will swallow you up. And she really seems intent on following after Mafuyu. Ah, jeez, it's still the middle of the night. And yes, I did take notice that Ray thinks something might be wrong with Miku in the other room. But of course, it's a video game, so I know that in this instance, it really doesn't matter how long I take to get there. The same thing's going to happen. Otherwise, of course, I would run right to help her. Huh, I didn't even realize I had this. Flash. You know, all this time, I was completely clueless as to that there was any difference between the special capabilities, the ones that are actually unique to each character, and upgraded lens like Blast and Zero and Slow. I am an idiot. This flash is that Ray has is actually kind of like Miku's slowdown, you know. And apparently, if I flash this at Ghost, I don't know if that was Ray's, you know, counter flash or whatever that was, or if this is, I don't know, something that causes Ghost to disappear entirely, just withdraw from you. I'm not sure. Anyway, what was I trying to look up originally? Oh, notes on Miku. Well, there's actually plenty of new notes here. Hidden Shrine. The area around the sealed shrine was full of evil air. Now that the doors open, the air has escaped and entered into the manor. The seal's been broken and there is no turning back now. Actually, yes, there is. There really, really is. You can do it right now, Ray. Carved into the altar inside the shrine are the words "Offer up the mirror," etched with the holly of the priestess. More on the skewered dolls. The tree ran into the dolls. Stood at the border between the village, divine, and the mountains, divine, and the village, human, functioning as protective deities or amulets. What is there in that courtyard behind that door? Well, I guess I am really behind on reading these notes because that happened a couple of nights back when we first opened that door. The library altar. On the second floor of the read screen room was a library full of old books. There was one shelf with an altar on it. Something must have been displayed there. Carved into the shelf were the words, "Offer up the commandment tome," written in the ink of tattoo. Again, I don't know why that book just disappeared after Kay last left that place, because he could go up there through that secret passage, no problem. Himuro Mansion. The house in Miku's dream was different from mine. In a folklore book in Yu's room, I found an article about the room that came out on the photo. The Himuro Mansion. According to a folklorist named Ryozo Manakata, Ryozo, I think that is, a ritual took place there to seal the gates of the underworld, using shrine maidens called rope priestesses. Anything else? Missing in Minakami. According to what Miku found out from the papers, the girl in Kei's dream was his niece Mio. A couple of months ago, Mio and her twin sister Mayu went missing. Mio was found alone about a week later. Several other people have gone missing from around Minakami, and there are rumors that they have been spirited away. About Miku. Who was it that walked into the cave where the water ran? Was it Amane's brother Kaname or Miku's brother Mafuyu? Miku apologized to Mafuyu and wanted to go with him to the other side to where Mafuyu is. Oh, this is not looking good at all. On Mio. Mio kept talking about her sister in her dreams. Was she looking for her sister when she was lured into the house? Yep. Tattooed Priestess. The woman who appeared in my dream, her whole body was covered in a blue tattoo. The ceremony took place inside the shrine to etch her body with the tattoo. Is it true what the old books say, that she was etched with holly to take on people's pain and suffering? Could this nightmare be her own holly? Okay, let's find out about this Kaname dude. A diary was left in the prison where the shrine maiden was kept. In it were recorded her thoughts and feelings. The name Kaname was written there. The brother's name in the diary of a girl dressed as a shrine maiden was Kaname too. Did he come to see her? Did he go inside the shrine? And begging for help. The shrine maiden with plaited hair who called out to Miku for help. She was hiding on the third floor of the library deep within the manor, crying and calling her brother's name. I don't think I bothered to look up Miku's update on the crawling woman. Whoops. How do I go back? Yeah, okay. The woman on all fours who attacked me inside the manor. Miku used her photo to track down a newspaper report about her. The story concerned a woman who disappeared after getting caught up in a murder and being locked away. Kariko Asanuma. Could that be her? Let's see what we need to do. Oh, just go visit Miku and then we go back to sleep, okay. Did you knock first?
Miku?
Uh-oh. It shall not happen. I will not allow it.
Understand. These tattoos are my punishment for living wrong, for surviving that day. Since a child, I've been able to see things other people can't. My brother was the only one who understood me. That's why I know that we're going to die. Miku. Miku. We can get through this thing together.
I certainly hope so.
Everything's gonna be okay. Just remember, you are not alone.
Highly cliched but comforting words. Well, I guess I, as Sarah's knight, know what I must do if I wish to save these two women. Finish the game. Easy enough. I swear, if somebody cheapened that scene right there, which was actually pretty good, if somebody cheapened it by writing, like, you know, by using that scene as like the prologue for a Lemon fan fiction or something on the internet. I wouldn't be surprised though. Well, let's see, we're getting close to the hour mark, so I think this would be a good time to call it quits here for one episode. And next time, we will come back as, looks like we'll be back to Ray. And we'll find out more about the Rope Priestess and, let's see, what else we got here. And we'll talk to Kay. I guess Kay's going to show up in person. And listen to another tape in from Yu's room. Yu just has all this stuff I just keep finding in his room. Just convenient to the plot of the game, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Sarah's Night out.